Well, welcome to Monty's World, and we're here at the first one day, England against Pakistan at the Oval, and the World Cup fever has started. We've got one of the fans who... Are you supporting England or Pakistan here?
I'm an England fan, very much so.
And are you going to be going to the World Cup? Is there a team that you support during the World Cup?
I wish. Probably India or Pakistan. Pakistan and I have quite the record now, too. That's more than any team I've supported, so...
So you think Pakistan will win the World Cup?
I hope so.
Wow, so we got an American fan who knows nothing about cricket is supporting Pakistan. Who are you supporting during the World Cup?
England.
England! Now that's more like it. Now, why do you think England are going to win the World Cup?
Because we've got the best batsmen. You've got Jason Roy and you've got Johnny Bairstow up front, so we should be able to get a good total, 350 each time.
What is it that you know about cricket?
Not a lot. I know Monty Panesar. Did I say that right?
I think you've said that correct.
Oh, definitely England. England without a doubt.
Oh, England, definitely.
Yes, England.
I'm lumping on.
And the underdog team?
Oh, probably Pakistan actually. Australia.
I don't know. Always the Kiwis. You can't get the Kiwis.
Don't want Australia to win.
And we've got the Pakistani fans here. They look very excited. They think Pakistan are going to win the World Cup. Am I right?
Yeah, more likely than not, it's either Pakistan or I should say India. India or Pakistan.
What about England? What about the home nation, host nation?
Host nation, they're optimistic. They've got a chance. They've got a very good team. They've performed well for the last 2 years. But I'll be very honest with you, England is not a big match team. It's Australia, Pakistan and India. And if anyone is listening, put whatever you have on either of these three sides. They're going to clinch it.
Well, I think England do all right. I think they're strong favourites, but it all depends really on who turns up on the same sort of day, really. So yeah. But hopefully England do well. So.
Yeah, we always stage a good tournament in the UK and England, so it's going to be full houses. So hopefully the weather stays fine. It's going to be a cracking tournament.
Well, you fans are expecting England to win the World Cup.
It'll be tough, but I think it's like I say, I think they are one of the favourites. So if they turn up on a day, yeah, I think they could win it. Yeah.
We're long overdue one. We need to win one. Yeah, it's about time we won a World Cup.
I think England do really well. We got some real talent. Bairstow, Stokes, very exciting players. Really looking forward to it.
And who's your favourite player?
My favourite, I think, if he's fit, Jason Roy. Superb opening bat. Get his innings going. Yeah, very excited about seeing him playing.
Who do you think is going to win the World Cup?
Well, I would think it's between India and Australia.
Everyone in England is hoping that England should win the World Cup, being the host nation.
Well, I think the host nation's a great advantage. I think it's also been brilliant seeing some of our boys really tear it up at the IPL over the winter. I think that's going to be great for confidence, not only in making them realise they're world-class players, but also perhaps seeing that some of those mystical one-day forces from overseas are not necessarily all they're cracked up to be.
And do you think, are there any teams that England should be fearful of?
I'm always going to be careful of Pakistan because they're always turning up for the World Cup. And Australia are starting to kick on form, so Australia and Pakistan probably. And also India as well.
And who do you think England will face in the final?
I'm going to say Pakistan.
So what makes Pakistan the favourites, or India or Australia? You know, why are you not backing the home nation, England?
I think Pakistan on a good day, they can destroy any opposition. The talent they have, the fast bowling, the raw talent they possess, I doubt it if there's any other country on the planet who brings fast bowlers like it's nothing. Like this new lad, the 18-year-old lad, Hasnain, he's bowling at 150. And like no one knew about him, no one heard him. There's no hype, there's nothing, and he's been thrown into the big field. Same like 92, Inzamam, Amir Sohail, all these guys were youngsters, kids. What did we do? We lost the first 4 games. Out of nowhere, Imran Khan said, "You are my Tigers," and they became the Tigers.
Well, that's interesting you say that. It's the first time since the 92 World Cup that they've got the same format. So they've got 8-9 games and it's top 4 teams go through. So what makes England such a formidable team? Everyone is talking about England are the favourites. They should win the World Cup. What is it about the England team that makes probably, even fan favourites? Everyone is talking about England winning the World Cup.
I think they've got a really settled team. They've had a team that's settled for a while. It's full of really likeable players as well, big personalities, which has not necessarily been true since some people who might not be standing too far from me were not in the game any longer in the England team. And I think those fan favourites, that confidence, that consistency, I think the fans have really bonded with those players. I think we like the lineup, and that underpinned with some real strength and depth.
What's your favourite thing about cricket? What makes you come to a cricket stadium, watching all of these fans? What's the difference between seeing a baseball match in America?
Well, I think cricket has a little bit more style to begin with, but I think cricket, other than T20 and things like that, it's sort of more disciplined and principled. I feel like you have to be with it from the beginning, and there are a lot of no runs and there are a lot of one runs, and you just have to kind of be very patient.
And what is the fans? What do they love about England? The way England are playing cricket. One word to describe how England are playing.
Isn't it? It's exciting. The boundaries are being pushed every single game. You think 2 or 3 years ago, the scores that are coming out now, you wouldn't have thought 2 or 3 years ago would be standard, and they are. And I think it's not just us, all the teams are doing it. And we've got so much choice. There's so much choice.
When does the beer start?
Well, the beer started today, probably about 10 o'clock. Earlier the better.
I just had my exam.
Oh.
Ran here.
Well, great. See, look, we got even American students. The World Cup fever has started. They skip revision and they go to cricket matches. Am I correct?
Priorities.
What is it about watching live cricket? Live one-day cricket, T20 cricket. What is it about white ball cricket that makes people come to watch these games?
I've got 2 young kids, and I think getting them into a 5-day test match is difficult. I think it's brought a real young generation in, the success of the England white ball team over the last 3 to 4 years. And you can tell that in the atmosphere at the games. I think the atmosphere is really upbeat, really exciting, and there's a small fact that when you win games, it makes a big difference as well.
And what about food? What kind of food do you guys love eating when you're at a cricket match?
Here in this country? Yeah, curry or curry or fish and chips. It's always traditional or the extreme, one or the other.
After a few beers. Yeah, well, a few beers in a curry, yeah.
Right, so a few beers and a curry is what they will celebrate if England win the World Cup. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
And the food?
Food, I don't know. I haven't had any food yet.
So what kind of food do you guys have at a cricket stadium? Go on, share to the viewers, who's watching Monty's World. What is the favourite food goes on once you've had a few beers?
I've got no idea. It depends what they serve. Fish and chips will be my favourite, but whatever's there.
And favourite cuisine? Rice, chickpeas and rice during a cricket match?
Anything to do with seafood.
Seafood.
I'm from the Indian Ocean.
Okay. And from a fan's perspective, what do you prefer, sixes or wickets?
Sixes, obviously, so we can try and catch the ball.
Oh, great. So West Indies, they look like a strong team. They probably got the team that hits the biggest sixes. Anyone from the West Indies team you think you would like to come and watch?
Obviously Chris Gale. He's the big boss, the universe boss. Probably the new guy as well, Hamer, I think, as well. He's pretty good as well, hitting sixes all the time.
What are West Indies lacking?
Disciplines they haven't got, and too much playboys in their teams now. They don't play for their country with their on their hands with their heart.
Any major upsets? Any underdog teams that you're going to think, wow, I didn't expect that?
I've got a sneaky suspicion New Zealand are going to surprise some people. I think the weather conditions today. I think the weather conditions even in a month's time may still suit the New Zealanders, and they've got some experienced heads in there. They've got some exciting new talents coming through. So I think not only because of what they wear, but I think they would be my dark horses for the tournament.
Well, thank you very much. And we've got a fan favourite who thinks England going to win this World Cup, but if the conditions remain as they are, like they are today at the Oval, then New Zealand could be the one that could just come through at the end of that race. So would you go to a World Cup game or a Premiership game?
Oh, I'd go to a World Cup. I support Coventry, so I'd go to a World Cup game, yes.
And the biggest question, who's going to win the World Cup?
England, of course.
There you go. An England fan, he will think England will win the World Cup. And where's your favourite ground? Favourite ground to watch World Cup during the World Cup?
The Oval. That's what I'm here.
There you go. So we've got a fan who's supporting England, thinks England going to win the World Cup, and he's at his favourite ground at the Oval.